Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to learn how to design the acrylic sign just like the one seen here. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's come on up here and do a File, New Design. Start a sketch here on our XY plane. What we're going to do now is we're going to come up to Create and we're going to grab our polygon drawing tool here and we're going to do a circumscribed polygon. We're going to start here at the origin, drag it out, make sure it has 6 sides here. So type in 6 and then we're going to drag it out and we're going to make this distance here, we're just going to type in 2 for now and hit enter. Okay. I'm going to actually go ahead and now delete that constraint. Okay. And I'm going to throw some dimensions on here. I want my overall width here to be 4 inches. So I'm going to type in 4. I want this distance here to be 1. And I want this distance here to be 3. Okay, and it looks like we're good. I'm going to go ahead and hit escape now. I'm going to come on over here to my 2-point rectangle tool. I'm going to find this point right here and I'm just going to drag out. I'm going to click on that point, excuse me, and then I'm going to click on that point and then I'm just going to drag a square down and I want this distance here to be 0.4 inches. Hit enter. And then I'm going to come up to trim and I'm going to get rid of that line right here. Click on it and delete it. I'm going to hit escape. All right, and now I'm going to delete this constraint right here in the middle. I'm going to click on that guy and hit delete. Okay, and I'm going to come on over here and we're going to add some more dimensions. So from here to our outer edge point here, we want that distance to be 2.13. Okay, and then the total height, we want this distance to be a distance of 3.86. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and create a 2-point center rectangle. So coming down to rectangle and we're going to select center rectangle and we need to create this little notch down here for our LED light to sort of fit into. So right here at my center point, and you know it's the center point when that triangle shows up, I'm going to click there, I'm going to drag out a rectangle, roughly yay big there. I'm going to hit escape and I'm going to go up to my dimension tool, I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to add some dimensions here just like the ones I see in my assignment. And I want that dimension to be 0.9 and I want this dimension here from this side to this side to be 1.1. Okay, and then from this top to this line I want that distance to be 0.2. Enter. I'm going to hit escape and I'm going to grab my trim tool and I'm just going to sort of start trimming some stuff up here so this notch is created. Okay, and I'm also going to trim that guy right there. Okay, now I'm going to come on up and I'm going to grab my arc tool, my 3-point arc. I'm going to zoom in now. I'm going to click here. I'm going to click here and I'm going to drag out an arc that is tangent to these two lines. So I'm going to keep going up and boom, those tangent constraints pop up. Once they do, I'm going to click and we're good. Okay. And just to make sure, you should dimension that guy. And if you dimension it, you should get a radius of 0.1. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hit escape. I'm going to zoom. Okay. Back out here. And so everything is good. We have all of our dimensions on there. Now we can finish our sketch and we can extrude it, and we are using 1/8 inch thickness of acrylic plastic. So I'm going to go ahead and hit extrude. We're going to extrude it 1/8 of an inch or 0.125 inches, and I'm going to hit OK. All right, now that we're done, let's come up to modify and let's give it a physical material. We're going to give it acrylic plastic. So we're going to come over to plastic, keep going down until you find acrylic, but we want acrylic clear, right? So we're going to drag that guy over to acrylic clear and we're going to hit close. Now let's go ahead and throw some text on our sign. So we're going to start a sketch here on the surface. Okay, we're going to come on over to create and come down to text. And I'm just going to kind of draw out a box, something like this. Okay, and I'm going to type in my text here. Okay, and let me fix my spelling. A and D. Center this guy. And that's pretty big. I'm going to shrink my text down here. So let's just make it, well, 0.3. Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. Now, I'm going to add a couple constraints here just to make sure everything's perpendicular. I just want to make sure that guy is parallel to that guy. And this guy is parallel to this guy. Okay. And it looks like we're good because that constraint already exists. So I'm going to go ahead now. And it's a little high, so I'm going to lower it. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to lower it down. Maybe, oh, let's make that 1 inch. Looks a little bit better centered, in my opinion. And now I'm going to move it over. It's already pretty well centered going left to right. So, but let's just make it something like maybe 0.9 and enter. Okay, and it looks good. Okay, I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to finish my sketch now. And I'm going to extrude this text. Okay, let's hit cancel. Let's try this again. I'm actually going to click on my text. Now I'm going to extrude it. And I'm going to go at 1/16 or minus 0.0625. And we're going to cut into it and hit OK. All right, and when we actually go to manufacture this in our classroom, we will be using the laser engraver. We will not be using our mills, okay? So you will also be adding a more custom logo here of your choosing onto this, and we'll be using different software, okay? As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.